Trump is broke, and we knew it. It's
I told you so.
It's funny. You heard it here first a while back.
Yeah.
Now everybody's figuring it out.
We've been saying that for years, and this show started the end of November of 23, and we said it then, and we just said it on our last show. We were right.
Well, I don't know when the far right will recognize that Trump has been playing everybody like a Stradivarius. Not a good way. 8 years ago, Trump had mentioned that he was worth $10 billion and that he made $362 million per year.
Right.
Now, as of this month, February, his approximate net worth is somewhere around, they say, $2.6 billion. Not to mention that in 2010, he had a refund from the IRS from his taxes of $70 million, which is still in dispute.
Michael Cohen, Trump's former personal lawyer, was referring to the IRS refund in his 2019 testimony to Congress when he recalled Trump showing him a huge check from the U.S. Treasury. Trump remarked that he could not believe how stupid the government was for giving someone like him that much money back.
You've been screwed.
Yeah, but you know what it was? He had the wool pulled over their eyes. You know, half the Congress has more money than he does.
Again, he lied, and they took it hook, line, and sinker because...
Yeah, we said in the past that at best he was worth $200 million, and they were saying, oh, he said $10 billion.
Yes.
Some other people said 1.2, 1.4. Some other people said $2 billion. Then during the trial, it was $700 million, and then it went down to, we got $400 or $500 million. And we said all along, at best, he's worth $200 million.
Best guesstimates from Forbes and Bloomberg stated Trump's net worth to be $2.6 to $3.1 billion. But this is a guess. None of us know his real debts, especially in non-reporting foreign countries and their business leaders. But if a billionaire can't drum up $500 million in cash and claims he can only get $100 million, I question his liquidity, especially considering his bankruptcy track record. I call bullshit. But hey, maybe his children can pitch in.
But we think he's in debt more like $200 million. We think he's negative.
Yes.
$200 million, and that hasn't come out yet. But we still believe that. But he's begging for the appeals. He's begging to stay so he doesn't have to pay it.
It was just announced that appellate judge denied the Trump stay of the enforcement of the money judgment. However, he temporarily stayed the order banning Trump from borrowing in New York. Therefore, Trump can seek a loan from a local bank. One last thing, the Supreme Court did decide to hear his immunity case.
Yeah, so anyway, we got it right. He's broke. He wasn't worth billions, and that's why everyone just kissed his ass because they thought he was so far ahead of them in financial worth and power. We know money is power.
Just a simple fact that he said during his first election run that he made $362 million a year. With the E. Jean Carroll lawsuit and Letitia James, New York City, just a couple years of the $362 million per year would pay everything he needed to do.
Yeah, you got to ask, what's the problem, Fugu?
He said at one time during his election campaign, his first election campaign, that if he needed $600 million to run the campaign, he would just pay it himself because he's that rich.
And what's not so funny is that all his donors who the Save America PAC funded his legal fees, which is almost $100 million at this point.
Save America plan.
Yeah, the Save America PAC.
There's got to be a law against that because he cannot,
Yeah, they're debating whether that's legal or not. Supposedly, he could do what he wanted with some of that money, and the rest would have to go towards campaigning or something along those lines. From what I understand, they're investigating that.
Well, like everything else, after Trump gets his dirty little grubby fingers involved in something, new rules have to be implemented.
Yeah, he's a real winner, huh?
You've been screwed. Subscribe now to Scrood on Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
And watch Scrood on YouTube. Laugh with us as we break it down. Thanks.